You've been there, haven't you? Giving everything, your energy, love, and time, only to realize you're surrounded by people who take but don't appreciate. It's draining. And now, you feel this urge deep inside, almost like a whisper from your soul saying, "Step away quietly. It's time to choose yourself." But walking away isn't easy. It feels heavy, uncertain, and sometimes even lonely. You might wonder, will they notice when I'm gone? Will they miss me? Or will they move on like I was never there? My dear brothers and sisters, in this video, we're not just talking about leaving. We're uncovering the strength and wisdom behind leaving silently. Together, we'll explore 7 lessons rooted in Islamic wisdom to guide you through this journey. These aren't just lessons. They're reminders of how your absence can reveal your true worth to those who overlooked it. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Knowing when to step back. Fun fact, did you know that the concept of personal boundaries is emphasized in Islam as a way to maintain emotional and spiritual health? Sometimes the hardest decision is realizing that staying isn't helping anyone, not you, not them. Have you ever found yourself constantly explaining, overgiving, or trying to fix relationships that seem one-sided? It's exhausting, isn't it? But here's the truth. Allah never intended for you to lose yourself in the process of holding on to others. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "The strong man is not the one who can overpower others. Rather, the strong man is the one who controls himself when he is angry." Think about that for a moment. Strength isn't about forcing things to work. It's about knowing when to let go with dignity and self-control. Real-world tie-in. Think about a friendship where you felt like you were doing all the work. Did stepping back help you see the situation more clearly? Maybe you've experienced this with a friend who only calls when they need something, or a family member who constantly judges your decisions. You stay because you think leaving would make you the bad person. But what if walking away silently and with grace is exactly what Allah wants for you? Sometimes stepping back isn't about giving up. It's about creating space for both healing and growth. Lesson 2. Understanding your unique role. Did you know? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described the faithful as being like strangers, emphasizing the value of being unique in a world full of conformity. Have you ever looked around and felt like you don't quite fit in? Like your thoughts, your values, and your vision seem out of place in the crowd? It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because Allah has designed you for something different, something greater. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Islam began as something strange, and will return to being strange, so give glad tidings to the strangers." Why it works. This hadith reminds us that standing out is often a mark of distinction, not isolation. When you embrace this, it becomes a source of strength. Maybe your kindness has been mistaken for weakness, or your refusal to compromise on your principles has made you seem difficult to others. But remember, the chosen ones often walk a path that looks lonely, because it's meant to lead them somewhere others can't go. Lesson 3. The power of patience in isolation. One fact, did you know that solitude can be a form of worship? It's a time to reconnect with Allah and yourself. Have you ever found yourself in a season of life where everything feels still? No movement, no breakthroughs, and no clear direction, just silence? It's in these moments that Shaitan whispers, "You're stuck, you're forgotten." But what if this silence is actually a blessing in disguise? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, faced such moments in the cave of Hira before receiving revelation. For years, he withdrew from the world, spending nights in solitude and reflection. In these small hours, he had with him the power to contradict his Creator and remove him from his cave of Hira before receiving the power to contradict. Those quiet moments, though seemingly unproductive, were the foundation of his prophethood. Real world's high-in. Think of moments in your life when nothing seemed to be happening. Looking back, weren't those times critical for your growth? Maybe in your life, the isolation you're experiencing is Allah preparing you for something greater. The friendships that ended, the job opportunities that didn't work out, or the plans that fell through, they're not signs of failure. They're signs of Allah removing distractions, carving out space for you to grow into the person He knows you can be. Lesson 4. Rising above the noise of negativity. Did you know? The Quran often highlights the importance of focusing on Allah's plan, not the noise of detractors. Imagine this. you've just started making changes in your life. Maybe it's focusing on your deen, setting new boundaries, or pursuing a meaningful goal. At first it feels empowering, but then the comments start rolling in. Who do you think you are? You've changed. You're being so distant lately. It stings, doesn't it? The very people you thought would support you suddenly seem like they're rooting for you to fail. Why it works. By understanding that negativity often reflects others' insecurities, you can free yourself from the weight of their judgments. But let me tell you something, my dear brothers and sisters. Negativity isn't about you, it's about them. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, endured this too. When he brought the message of Islam, his own community mocked him, calling him names and spreading false rumors. But did he let their words define him? No. He trusted Allah's plan, knowing that their negativity couldn't overshadow his purpose. Lesson 5. Protecting your peace without guilt. Fun fact: the Quran emphasizes balance in life as a way to achieve both spiritual and worldly success. Imagine this: you've been there for everyone. Friends, family, even acquaintances, whenever they needed you. But when it's your turn to lean on someone, the silence is deafening. You start to wonder, is my worth tied only to what I can give? What happens when I need something in return? Real-world tie-in. Think of a time when saying no protected your peace. How did it change your perspective? Protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us balance in relationships. He said, "The strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer, while there is good in both. Strive for that which will benefit you. If you're constantly drained by people who take without giving, how can you continue to grow and serve others sincerely? Remember, your peace is a blessing from Allah, and it's your responsibility to protect it." Extended reflection. Think about the power of silent actions over spoken words. When you choose not to argue or explain, you create space for reflection. Silence, when paired with dignity, sends a powerful message. I value my peace and trust Allah's plan. As you step back, notice how this decision reshapes your relationships. Some will grow closer, while others might drift away. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk your path. Remember, growth often feels uncomfortable. It's not about reaching perfection, but about progress. The lessons we've explored aren't just strategies, they're pathways to a life aligned with your values and faith. Let these lessons anchor you during moments of doubt. With each step, you're not just moving away from negativity, you're moving closer to your purpose. Reflect on this journey and know that Allah's plan for you is always greater than you can imagine. Thank you for staying with me on this profound journey. May Allah grant you strength, wisdom, and peace as you navigate your unique path. If this message resonated with you, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone who needs it. And remember, there's another video waiting for you, one that dives even deeper into understanding Allah's tests. Click now and continue this journey of faith and self-discovery. Assalamu alaikum.